Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Wells. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. Into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's locked. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll try the run. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes his shot. And the pass is intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got him looking to run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, SMU. A great return for the touchdown. touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. A run for the quarterback. The Horned Frogs will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. They'll give it to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll take it himself. The Mustangs get enough for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. They'll put the tight end in motion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The throw to the outside is complete, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll go to the ground. He's there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they needs to push up front, too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. On the option. Quick toss. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Mustangs need to pick it up on fourth down. Quarterback will keep it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll open the second half on the ground.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And then offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one, but give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Now the toss. At the 45, on its way. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, SMU. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position. Bounds at the 30. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's why you love veterans.